Let's talk about something amazing. It's a part of you that's working hard right now, even as you read this. I'm talking about your gut. Now, your gut, or gastrointestinal tract, is more than just a long tube for your food. It's a bustling metropolis of activity, a complex ecosystem teeming with trillions of tiny organisms. These microscopic critters, your gut microbiome, are essential for your health. They help you digest food, produce vitamins, and even train your immune system. It's a whole universe inside of you, and its health is directly linked to your overall well-being. Think of it as the engine room of your body. When it's running smoothly, everything else just works better. Consider this. Your gut is home to more microorganisms than there are stars in our galaxy. Isn't that incredible? This community of bacteria, fungi, and viruses works in a delicate balance. When this balance is just right, you feel great. But when it gets thrown off, problems can start to bubble up. This internal ecosystem is so important that scientists are now calling it a forgotten organ. It influences your mood, your energy levels, and how your body responds to illness. Keeping this internal garden happy and healthy is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. It's science you can feel. Your digestive system is a masterpiece of biological engineering. It stretches from your mouth all the way to, well, the exit. Along this journey, your body performs a series of complex chemical reactions to break down food into the energy and nutrients you need to live, breathe, and think. So, what exactly is irritable bowel syndrome? Let's break it down. IBS is a functional gastrointestinal disorder. Your gut looks perfectly normal. No inflammation, no ulcers, no visible damage. But it doesn't work properly, like a pristine car with a sputtering engine. People with IBS have a collection of symptoms that make life unpredictable. The gut isn't playing by the rules. Chaos in your daily routine. Disorder of function, not structure. The symptoms can be a roller coaster. Abdominal pain, cramping, often better after a bowel movement. Bloating, feeling full and swollen. Excess gas. IBS messes with bathroom habits. Constipation, visual. Diagram. IBS-C, constipation. Diarrhea, visual. Diagram. IBS-D, diarrhea. Mixed symptoms, visual. Diagram, IBS-M, mixed. Chronic, long-lasting, comes and goes in waves. IBS is a diagnosis of exclusion. Doctors run tests to rule out other conditions. Celiac disease, inflammatory bowel disease. If tests are negative and symptoms match, you get the diagnosis. No single blood test or scan says IBS. It's identified by the story your symptoms tell. IBS is a real, legitimate medical condition. Not just stress or all in your head, stress can worsen it. Get ready for this. It's one of the coolest parts of human biology. Your brain and your gut are in constant communication. They are linked by a massive network of nerves, hormones, chemical signals. Think of it as a superhighway of information flowing in both directions. The main road on this highway is called the vagus nerve. Your brain sends signals down to your gut to control digestion, and your gut sends signals up to your brain, influencing your mood, emotions, and even your thoughts. This is why you might feel butterflies in your stomach when you're nervous or get a gut feeling about something. This gut-brain axis is a finely tuned system. In a healthy person, the communication is smooth and efficient. The brain tells the gut when to digest. The gut tells the brain when it's full or if something is wrong. But in people with IBS, this superhighway seems to have some serious traffic jams and miscommunications. The signals get crossed, the signals get exaggerated, the signals get misinterpreted. This can lead to visceral hypersensitivity. It means the nerves in the gut are extra sensitive. Sensations that might not bother most people, like gas. Normal intestinal stretching can cause significant pain for someone with IBS. So how does this miscommunication happen? So what causes this whole gut-brain communication breakdown in the first place? That's the million-dollar question. There isn't one single cause of IBS. Instead, it seems to be a combination of different factors. For some people, it all starts after a bad case of stomach flu or food poisoning. This is called post-infectious IBS. The theory is that the infection leaves the gut lining and the local immune system in a state of high alert, making the nerves oversensitive long after the bug is gone. Another major clue lies in our gut microbiome, that community of trillions of tiny organisms we talked about earlier. Research has shown that people with IBS often have a different balance of gut bacteria compared to people without it. This imbalance, called dysbiosis, might contribute to symptoms. Some types of bacteria might produce more gas, while a lack of other beneficial bacteria might affect the integrity of the gut wall, or the production of important chemicals that talk to the brain. It's kind of like having the wrong team of workers in your gut's factory, leading to faulty products and production delays. Genetics might also play a role in this mystery. IBS seems to run in families, which suggests a genetic predisposition. This doesn't mean there's a single IBS gene, but rather that certain genetic variations might make you more susceptible to gut sensitivity or problems with gut motility. It's like being born with a slightly more sensitive car alarm system. It's more likely to go off from a small disturbance than someone else's. This is an active area of research, and scientists are working hard to identify the specific genes involved. And finally, we have the triggers. The things that don't cause IBS but can definitely set off a flare-up of symptoms. For many, certain foods are major culprits. Fatty foods, spicy foods, caffeine, alcohol, and a group of carbohydrates known as FODMAPs. We'll explore those later. Stress is another huge trigger. A stressful day at work, an argument, or even just feeling anxious can send your gut into a tailspin. Identifying your personal triggers is a crucial part of managing IBS. Imagine trying to plan your day when you have no idea how your body will feel from 1 hour to the next. That's the reality for many people living with IBS. The unpredictability is one of the biggest challenges. A simple activity like going out to eat with friends, attending a long meeting, taking a road trip, can become a source of major anxiety. People with IBS often have to know where every single bathroom is located, just in case. This constant worry and careful planning can be mentally and emotionally exhausting, significantly shrinking a person's world. The physical symptoms themselves can be incredibly disruptive. Abdominal pain. Cramping make it hard to concentrate at work or school. Severe bloating can make wearing normal clothes feel restrictive and painful. The urgency associated with IBS-D can create panic-inducing situations. The discomfort and straining of IBS-C can be just as debilitating. It's not just a minor inconvenience, it's a chronic condition that can interfere with work, social life, personal relationships. The physical toll is real and impacts a person's ability to function and enjoy life. Beyond the physical symptoms, IBS takes a heavy emotional toll. Many people feel embarrassed or ashamed to talk about their symptoms, which can lead to social isolation. The frustration of having an invisible illness, one that others can't see, can be immense. Friends might not understand, family might not understand, employers might not understand. So you have this rebellious gut. What can you do about it? The good news is, science has given us a whole toolbox of strategies to help manage IBS and improve quality of life. There's no single cure, but a combination of approaches can make a world of difference. The first line of defense is often lifestyle and dietary changes. One of the most effective dietary strategies is the low FODMAP diet. FODMAPs are specific types of carbohydrates that are poorly absorbed in the small intestine and can be fermented by gut bacteria, producing gas, bloating, and pain. The low FODMAP diet is an elimination diet, not a forever diet. With the help of a dietitian, you temporarily remove high FODMAP foods, like onions, garlic, wheat, certain fruits, dairy, and then systematically reintroduce them to identify your personal triggers. Other dietary tweaks can also help, like increasing fiber for constipation, avoiding caffeine, avoiding fatty foods for diarrhea. Regular exercise is another powerful tool. It can help regulate bowel movements, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being. It's all about finding what works for your unique system. When diet and lifestyle changes aren't enough, there are medications that can help manage specific symptoms. For constipation, doctors might recommend fiber supplements, laxatives. For diarrhea, there are anti-diarrheal medications. There are also medications that specifically target abdominal pain, such as antispasmodics, that help relax the muscles in the gut. In recent years, new prescription medications have been developed that work in novel ways, such as by influencing fluid secretion in the intestines, targeting specific receptors in the gut to reduce pain signals. Science is constantly providing new options. And let's not forget the brain part of the gut-brain axis. Since stress and anxiety are major players in IBS, therapies that target the mind, can be incredibly effective. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, helps people change their thought patterns and behaviors related to their symptoms.